Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So today I want to show you how I achieve my really fresh, youthful, glowing makeup look that I pretty much do on a daily basis. And I'll be using some of my favorite products at the moment, including this beautiful, luxurious, glossy lip stain from Peau, which is so pretty. I think this look is perfect for every day. It's really about accentuating your features, keeping it really fresh and natural, which I'm all about. To begin, I always make sure to moisturize my skin, and I've already applied this cream by Embryolisse. It works amazing as a makeup primer as well. And then moving on to this beautiful product from Becca. This is their Shimmering Skin Perfector, and I like to just take a small pump and apply this to the tops of my cheekbones. It just helps to make this area look a little bit extra dewy and hydrated. Once it's all blended in, I'm moving on to foundation, and as I mentioned in last month's favorite video, this is my current favorite foundation. It is by Hourglass. It is called the Vanish Stick Foundation, and I really like this one because it is quite full coverage, but it's really lightweight and it's really easy to blend. Plus the fact that it comes in a stick just makes it quicker to apply, so it's great for every day. Then I just take my dampened beauty blender and I'm going to be bouncing that into the skin, and this gives a really natural finish, which I love. Moving on to some concealer. This is no surprise. I'm using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Ginger, and I'm going to be concealing my under eye area and also brightening it up. So I'm taking it up onto my cheekbone and also taking it down kind of in a reverse triangle to again brighten and highlight this area. And I also like to take a little bit around my nose just to brighten up there as well. And then again with my beauty blender, I'm going to be blending that in. For an extra little bit of highlight, I'm taking this beautiful Peau concealer in the color Ocre, and I'm going to be taking this just on top of where I put the other concealer and also around my smile lines around my mouth. And this is again going to brighten this area, and it's going to help to prevent any creasing and discoloration around my mouth. Once it's all blended in, I'm going to take a loose powder, again with my beauty blender. I'm going to dip it into the powder and then really press it in underneath my eyes and also on top of my smile line. So wherever I put the concealer, and it's really going to help make the concealer look fresh and very natural throughout the entire day. I highly recommend doing this. It's just a lifesaver if you have problems with creasing, and it just makes your makeup look fresh throughout the entire day. Plus I also like to set my eyelids, which makes it like an eyeshadow primer and a base, so it's also going to prevent creasing there as well. And then I'm taking my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I'm again using my beauty blender, taking a little bit of that powder, and I'm going to press it into my T-zone and a little bit on my forehead where I tend to get a bit shiny throughout the day. And I usually don't set the rest of my face with powder because I like it to have a little bit more of a dewy finish. It's just my T-zone that I want to make sure is mattified. So I usually let the powder underneath my eyes sit for a little bit longer whilst I do my brows. And this is my favorite brow product that I've been using for years and years. It is by Anastasia. It is the Brow Powder Duo, and I also use their double-ended spoolie and flat-angled brush. So I'm going to be filling in and defining the shape, and I try to keep the two lines of my eyebrows parallel. So I kind of lift the brow a little bit, and then I fill in any sparse areas. And then just for an extra bit of definition, I like to go in with this MAC eyebrow pencil, and I apply this to any areas where I really don't have a lot of hair. So I kind of just draw in little flicks, and that just helps to make the brows look a little bit more natural and defined. Once the brows are done, I'm going to kick off the rest of the powder just using a Real Techniques contour brush. And then moving on to some bronzer. This is one of my favorites. It's by Too Faced. It's called the Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. And I'm going to take a nice big fluffy brush and I'm going to apply that to my cheeks, my forehead, the top of my nose, just to bring some color back to the skin and make me look nice and sun-kissed and bronzed. With the same bronzer, I'm going to take a fluffy eyeshadow brush and I'm going to apply it in the socket of my eye and also run it down the sides of my nose. This is really going to help give some definition, but it's super quick and easy because you're just using the same bronzer that you were before. Next, onto one of my favorite parts of doing my makeup, blusher. I love a pink blush. It just makes you look so youthful and fresh. And this is one I've really been liking by Marc Jacobs. It's actually two blushes blended together. And I like to use the lighter pink side. And I'm taking that on a Zoeva blush brush. And I'm applying that to my cheeks and sweeping it backwards. And as you can see, it just adds so much life to the face. And I'm also going to apply a little bit on top of my eyelids, just using the same brush, just to give a nice flush of color there. And of course, we're going to be using a beautiful highlight. This one is by Becca. It is the Champagne Pop. It has a really nice golden undertone to it. So I'm applying that with a fan brush to the tops of my cheekbones. And with that same fluffy brush I used before, I'm going to take that highlight and I'm going to sweep it across my lower eyelid and also bringing it into the very center of the eye to really brighten there and open up the eyes. And I absolutely love the way that this looks. It's such a natural way to do eyeshadows. Plus it's quite quick and easy because again, you're just using the same products that you used on your face. And if you want more pigment and a stronger sheen on your lid, you just apply it with your actual fingertip and that will warm up the product and it will look more concentrated on your eyes. So I like to do this on the very center of the eyelid. And then just for an extra little bit of definition on my lower lash line, I'm going to take my Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette and I'm just taking this dark brown shade and I'm sweeping it underneath my lower lash line just to make my lashes look a little bit fuller, give a bit more of a smoky look to the eyes. And to finish up the eyes, I'm just going to be curling my lashes and applying a few generous coats of mascara. I love to have nice big lashes. And when I do my mascara, I really try to wiggle the wand at the base of the lash and then pull up. And I always like to do my lower lashes as well. And lastly, onto the lips, I'm going to use this Radiant Liquid Rouge from Peau, which is a really beautiful, luxurious, glossy lip stain, and it comes in 8 different colors. I have a few favorites that I'm going to show you. The first one is in number 12, and it's a really beautiful, warm nude color. It's perfect for every day. I also really love this one in number 13, which has a bit more of a pink undertone to it. It's also super, super pretty. And then this one in number 18 is definitely a little bit more out of my comfort zone, but I think the color is just gorgeous, especially now for the fall time. And as you can see, they are super pigmented and they have this beautiful vinyl sheen to them. But the one I've been reaching the most for is the first one that I showed you in number 12. It's again this beautiful nude color. I've been wearing it pretty much every day. It's such a comfortable color to wear on the lips. And as you can see, it's very pigmented and has this really pretty jewel-like luster and radiance to it. Especially now when the weather is getting colder, it's nice to have something that's a bit more moisturizing on the lips, and this just makes your lips look super luscious, which I love. And on another note, I also really love the sleek packaging of this and the doe foot applicator. It makes it really easy to apply. And that is the finished look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and maybe found some inspiration. I will have links to all the products that I use down below in the description box. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and as always, you can find me on my social media. I am on Instagram and Snapchat, and both of those are at AnnieJaffrey. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.